Let me ask you something. What are you running from? Not physically. I mean that constant hum beneath your skin, that restless energy that won't let you sit still. You scroll, you work, you chase, you build. But pause for just one moment, and you feel it. A shadow at your back. Something you don't want to face. We tell ourselves we're running towards success, freedom, peace. But if you're brutally honest, most of the time you're running away from silence, from memory, from the truth that only surfaces when the world gets quiet. And here's the paradox. This urge to run isn't a modern flaw. It's an ancient engine. It's carved into your bones. The problem isn't that you're built to run. The problem is you've forgotten how to aim. Picture it. No city, no phone. Just you and the horizon. Your survival depends on a simple, brutal reality. Can you chase? Humans are persistence hunters. We don't have fangs or claws. We are soft, fragile creatures, but we had a superpower. We could keep going. We evolved to sweat, to cool down, to run for hours under a punishing sun long after our prey collapsed from exhaustion. The chase wasn't exercise. It was sacred. It fed your tribe. It gave you meaning. It was the engine of life itself. So if the lion is gone and the prey is in the grocery store, why is the engine still running? Today, the chase has been hijacked. Your predator isn't a lion in the grass. It's the gnawing anxiety that you're not enough. The fear of being left behind. The whisper that if you stop moving, you will become insignificant. So we run. We chase promotions, followers, validation. We trade the savannah for the corporate ladder. We mistake the rush of cortisol for the thrill of the hunt. Psychologists call it the approach-avoidance conflict. Your brain is wired to chase rewards and flee threats, often at the same time. You run toward success and away from failure. You run toward love and away from loneliness. And soon, the two blur together. You can no longer tell if you're chasing a dream or just escaping a nightmare. Here's the cruelest part of the modern chase. There is no finish line. You think if you just get the job, the money, the recognition, then you'll finally rest. But our brains weren't built for arrival. They were built for movement. That's why Olympic champions often feel depressed after winning gold. It's the thrill of every achievement fades. The moment you arrive, the engine just looks for something new to chase. A chase without a kill is just aimless running. It will eat you alive, leaving you exhausted and hollow. It is a marathon in a dream, where your legs are pumping, but you never move. The chase is wired into you. You cannot turn it off. But what happens when you're sprinting at full speed, only to realize you've been running in the wrong direction all along? How do you turn around?
What happens when you realize you've been chasing shadows? This is the breaking point. Most people feel that emptiness, and in a panic, they run harder, faster, anything to drown out the silence. But there is another way. It begins not with running faster, but with stopping completely and asking one question: who am I running for? For our ancestors, the chase was never about personal glory. It was about feeding the tribe. Every step was for the children, the elders, the community. The chase wasn't selfish. It was an act of service. It was sacred. Somewhere along the way, we made the chase about me, proving I am worthy, building a monument to my ego, and that shift twisted the instinct from a source of connection into a source of isolation. Anthropologists studying the Hadza tribe found that the hunt is always communal. They share the effort, they share the risk, and they share the reward. The prize wasn't just the food, it was belonging.
Is it any wonder so many of us feel burned out? We are running a tribal marathon completely alone. You cannot stop the urge to run, but you can choose your direction. If you don't choose, your fear will, your insecurity will. The world will hand you a race you never wanted to run, and you'll sprint until you collapse. But when you choose, when you pause, take a breath, and align the chase with a deep value, the entire experience transforms. The frantic, anxious energy becomes calm, focused fuel. This is the difference between running from a shadow and running toward a sunrise. The first is a flight. The second is a pilgrimage. The chase is not your enemy. Running from yourself is. Running without a why is. But when you dedicate your run to something larger than your own ego, your family, your craft, your community, a cause, the restlessness doesn't disappear. It finds its purpose. It no longer drains you, it carries you. You were built to run, not away from fear, not endlessly after shadows, but toward a horizon that is truly your own. So when you feel that restless beat in your chest tonight, don't numb it, don't distract it, listen to it. It's the echo of your ancestors. It's the engine of your life. And ask it, what is the chase I choose? Because the first step to freedom isn't running faster. It's daring to pause long enough to find the right direction. The chase will never end, but you, and only you, can decide where it leads. If this resonated with you, it's because we are all running this race together. The only question is whether we run with purpose or in circles. My next video explores the most powerful tool for choosing your direction, silence, why we fear it, and how reclaiming it can change your life. To join the tribe, hit subscribe. Let's stop running alone.